Hey everyone, this is Rochelle from our Silly Goose family. So the plan for today is Asher and I are about to take care of the chicks and ducklings, making sure they have enough food and water. And I need to go in the backyard. The dog fencing is almost complete. There's just one spot that they can still get through. So I'm going to see if I can at least do something temporary to get that closed up. And then since that's in place, I can start moving the soil to the backyard raised beds. And I'm excited about that because that is probably the biggest thing we have left before, like, just to kind of get everything set up for the season. So I'm excited to get that going today, and I'll take you along for the journey.
I love you guys.
Are you going to tell them about it?
Yes.
And then,
So I made stilts a month ago, right?
yep.
With crunches, and they've worked. So I modified them, and I was like, if I could balance on one crunch as stilts, I might be able to make a kangaroo tail. So so I made a kangaroo tail with it. That way, here I'm gonna back up. That
Yeah,
way
show
you
us your
guys can.
kangaroo tail.
It's right here. It's just a crunch.
All right, and then what can you do with the kangaroo tail?
So, you can kick like a kangaroo. See?
Because what do kangaroos do with their tails? Like you're showing
They
a
kick
kick.
it when they're doing like a challenge to see who will be the alpha. They'll use their tails.
Yeah, their tails support them.
Yeah.
Cool. Really neat. Thanks for showing us. I'm back here where the dog fence kind of meets the chicken fence, and I'm looking at the area where I thought I was going to need to close up the gap, and it looks like Joseph already did that, even if it's kind of temporary. So I'm honestly not 100% sure how Duke got over to the chicken side, so to speak, and the garden side. I don't know. We've got a few spots that we need to buy some longer landscape pins to kind of shore those up to the ground, I guess you'd say. I don't know if he was able to crawl under those spots or what. I guess I'm just going to have to observe while I'm out here today. I debated waiting to do the soil because it was so frustrating when I did all that soil before. And I say, well, Joseph helped me with some of the beds in the back here that are already done or were done. It was really discouraging when Bo dug those up, and I don't want that to happen again. But the weather's so nice today. Like it's not supposed, the temperature is supposed to be a little bit cooler, which sounds nice for carrying all those heavy buckets and stuff. So I think I'm going to try it anyway. I told Abraham if he wanted to be on his iPad, he had to come and sit out in the sunshine. Which she did. Oh, looks like Cat Rochelle is sitting with him. They're good buddies. Looks like I caught her in the middle of grooming. But anyway, earlier I thought Abraham had gone back inside, and I was prepared to just go in and chat with him. And then I heard I heard a couple of sounds, and I looked, and there he was on the front of the van, getting some sunshine. He's so cute. We decided on a change of plans. We're gonna grab some lunch, and we're going to the park, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know kangaroos cannot go backwards because of their forward legs, and that make it nearly impossible for them to go backwards for their tail and their forward legs? The only way they can go back for where they came from is to go forward and then turn around. Kangaroos will also fight for dominance even if they risk having broken bones or severe injuries. Some kangaroos also fight for dominance. Kangaroos' tails are also part of their spine, and if they use their tail too much, it will snap.
I hope you enjoyed those facts about kangaroos from Asher. That was part of his schoolwork today was researching kangaroos, and I wanted him to pass along what he learned.
Are you sending this to the garden and stuff?
Yeah, did you want to say something?
I just wanted to be there to see in the camera.
You just wanted to be next to me on the camera? Okay.
I like being in the camera. Oh, how about I go over here to the tree? I'm here. Over here. Dad, coming.
We got home from the park a little bit ago, and after seeing the dogs, how easily they got under the fence, I just don't have the heart to do the soil. So I'm going to shift gears, and I decided to do something that makes me a little bit nervous, but I'm also excited about. See all these jugs, the winter sowing back here? I'm going to open them up. I checked the forecast. We've got some nice weather coming up. I truly believe we're on the other side of frost at this point, which is what the Farmer's Almanac said at this point. We're good. So I'm not going to start putting things in the ground today. I don't think. I think I'm still going to wait until Easter for that. But I did have a couple of incidents where I think it got too hot in the containers that I had some seeds in, or seedlings at that point, and I've lost some. So I don't want to risk that that's going to keep happening. So I think it's time to open them up, take the lids off, and leave them off, and just let the seedlings be exposed to whatever weather we get and see how things go. And then maybe I'll have more that are either ready for up potting or ready just to go on into the beds once Easter comes. Here we go. If there are free pallets on the side of the road, you know we're turning around and stopping. And these are nice ones. Woo woo. Hello. Today's Thursday, and it's a special Thursday. It's our 15th anniversary. Happy anniversary!
Happy anniversary.
And he's squinting. He assured me that no matter which way we turn the camera, he would squint. So he's not winking at you, he's squinting. Maybe he needs a hat too. So, ever the romantics, we're going to do yard work today. We're going to move as much soil as we can since I got so discouraged about it yesterday. He, Joseph, worked on the fence some, trying to secure that a little more so that the dogs don't come through, at least not as easily. At this point, we're still waiting on some landscape pins that are a little bit longer to use those. But we're going to move as much of the soil to the backyard areas as possible. I'm going to use this. Are you impressed? You don't have to be impressed.
I'm impressed.
Listen to this. Like, so cool, right? I'm going to use this to try to break up some soil around our pond area before we put the topsoil that we have on it. We're hoping to be able to refresh that soil a bit. It's very compacted clay around our pond, and we would like that to be a nice area in the long run. So,
Get after it.
any more excuses for me to do this? One more time.
Channel your inner pawpaw, Bridge.
Yes. I had already seen one of these. Do I remember what it's called? No, it might have the word auger in it. I don't know. But you buy this thing, and then you can connect it into your drill. This is the drill, right? Not the
Correct.
This
That's
is
the
just a
drill.
regular drill.
Yep.
I could not get it in here yesterday, or I was going to do this on my own, but Joseph did it effortlessly. Anyway, I'm thankful for. So anyway, I had already seen one and thought it was cool, and then Pawpaw Ridge showed a video of like how he thinks this is one of the most invaluable things you can have for your garden, and well, my goodness, here we go.
Rochelle doesn't realize I'm still wearing a microphone up here. So I'm in the front yard while she's in the backyard.
I'm trying to make if you seen like if you go to theme parks like Jurassic World theme park or like restaurants when they have those like animatronic costumes, I'm trying to make the steering mechanism for that.
Steering mechanism. Okay.
And I
Steering mechanism like for the
head, yeah, and the neck.
head and the neck. Okay.
But I messed up because I didn't realize because it has to be like this. All right, there we go. And then I can make that like that. So first, I'm trying to make the steering mechanism go like this and back and forth.
Okay.
So I need it. I'm gonna need somebody to hold this if you would, if you
Sure,
can hold
I can
it.
hold
It was
it.
pretty hard for me. Whoops. All right. It was pretty hard
Okay,
for
so
me.
I just need to hold this.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna drill these screws in. Hold on, I forgot something. I forgot to use the see if I can find them. They might. All right, here they are.
Okay, so you're putting a washer in first.
Yeah, that because it's plastic, and sometimes if there's weight on the plastic, it will just snap. It's not even on forward.
Would it help if I put my foot on this too? Like that?
Sure.
Okay.
That actually helped a lot.
I'm here for you.
I know. Alright, let's make sure it didn't crack. Alright, let's try it out.
Okay.
I want to watch out for those. 3, 2, 1.
That's really cool.
Yeah. There's a little bit weight on it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to I'm gonna use a bungee cord. I got big brains, people. There's a hole right here. You probably won't be able to see it. I'm trying to make a black raptor costume.
Okay.
But this was just a Giganotosaurus mask. If you've seen Jurassic World, I don't remember what movie it is, but there's Owen and Claire, and they have a daughter. I don't remember the full movie. I've just seen part of it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use a bungee cord. Here, come here. I'm gonna find a bungee cord wherever a bungee cord might be.
I suspect you're going to be able to find one.
True.
We have a few around.
Alright, let's check over here. I'll catch you guys when I find one.
My Ankylosaurus, Bumpy, had a baby named Smoothie. I would like to introduce you all to Smoothie, the Ankylosaurus. Look at that tail. The Ankylosaurus uses his tail as a weapon. I believe that is the Ankylosaurus's primary defense mechanism. And I believe that the Ankylosaurus has somewhat of an armored skin, not like sharp spikes, but bumps. That's why Smoothie's mom's name is Bumpy. We are very fortunate to have our very own baby Ankylosaurus right here in our backyard.
I'm gonna hit something.
You're gonna hit something? Okay, I'm gonna back up a little bit so that something isn't me. I think this pool would be okay for you to hit. So does the baby Ankylosaurus have to practice hitting things? Kind of like we were learning about kangaroos yesterday, right? That kangaroos practice sparring. What, as little as just a couple weeks old, right? That they started?
Wow. I didn't know we had baby kangaroos.
All right, baby Ankylosaurus, it's time for me to help with the soil. If you want, Abraham, I can knock.
How about this? Watch, I want to do. What?
That was close to my face.
Let me do it. It's fun.
Oh, you want to do that?
It's fun.
Okay. I'll be over here.
Why?
While you do that.
Why?
Because I don't want to shovel to the face.
That would hurt.
Yeah, it would hurt.
You would cry, right?
Probably.
Ah. It's filled up. Oh! There's a that I went open.
Alright, there's a bucket behind you. Here.
It's not behind me.
Well, it doesn't have to be.
Inside.
Beside you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to knock this thing off. It's so hard right here. Ugh.
Alright, here comes some.
Whoa. What if I was to do this? It would go in.
That shirt in my shoe. Wait, speaking of shoes, where are your shoes?
Why? I don't want shoes
You don't
on.
want shoes?
On.
That's funny. For the longest time, you wouldn't go anywhere without shoes on. And now we can hardly get your shoes on.
You copying me.
I'm copying you. What if you're copying me?
I'm not.
You're not?
No. Yes. Can someone copy other people's houses?
Yeah. Like, look at a house and say, I want mine built like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in a different area.
Yeah. In fact, a lot of people, when they're, I would say probably most people, when they're building a house, they buy what's called a house plan.
When they pick when they want to buy the house?
Yep, they pick like how they want it to look on the outside.
And the inside.
The different rooms they want.
How
Alright,
much?
if you were building a house, how many rooms would you want in it?
10.
10? What rooms would they be?
The same that's in our house.
The same that's in our house?
Yes.
You like our house, don't you?
It's nice.
Not sweet of you. Are there any rooms that we don't have that you would like to have?
I would like to have this huge room.
What huge room?
Like a castle huge big room.
So like, would it be like a bedroom or a different kind of room?
A different kind of room.
What would you do in it?
Play video games.
That's all you're doing there?
No.
What else did you do?
Sleep.
Sleep?
That's all. And get dressed.
So you would sleep, play video games, and get dressed in there?
And eat.
And eat?
Yeah. And put on my shoes.
And put on your shoes.
That's all I'll be doing in there.
That's all you're going to do in there. Oh, if you press it down real tight, it's harder to get it out of the bucket.
Good.
Good? You want Dad and me to have to work harder?
No.
Alright.
We filled it.
We did it. Now can you pick up the buckets and put them on the wagon?
Bro.
Alright, high five. Oh, I don't get a high five? You're just gonna leave me hanging like that all over? You high fived yourself instead of me?
I was trying to get this dirt off my clap.
Double high five. Yeah.
Having a little anniversary lunch at Jersey Mike's.
Yeah, we wanted to do some stuff together as a family for our anniversary because they're a big part of our relationship in a way, you know. Obviously, our marriage is unique. I keep trying to wipe something on my face. It's on the screen. Oh, that's enough.
I'm eating a sandwich.
Yeah.
Inside. Also, my clothes walk wide open. And I got chips.
Oh. So it's nice to eat in a restaurant together. We don't do that a whole lot. Not that we don't eat out. We usually get it to go. So this is nice together. Since it's our anniversary, I asked Joseph if he would give me do a little anniversary favor here. See this? I walk past this bed of, I think it's all just like border grass that has just spread intensively in that space. I don't like it. I've dug out border grass in other areas just because it's not necessarily like well maintained where it looks nice. Like, see, that's our neighbor's border grass. It looks great. Ours has never looked that good because I don't know what to do with it. Oh, it's starting to rain. If it doesn't rain hard, we might do this anyway. But I've had a couple moments when I've been almost like brave enough to jump in and do this bed, but I'm always nervous there's a snake or something in there. And so I just would like Joseph to at least work on it with me. So we're going to dig out up to where there's basically just an actual border of border grass. And then I'm going to use the space in the center to plant flowers. Yay. If you were wondering just how strong Joseph is, he's that strong. He's break a shovel in half strong.
Yep.
I'm standing now, but I'm in the carport with Joseph. We've been taking turns on a cleanup project in here, and I just noticed something that made me laugh that I thought I would share with y'all. So you may remember that I was looking for hanging baskets to put plants in, and that at Dollar Tree I purchased a few hooks intentionally to put them on a few columns, support columns. The one that you can see behind me on our front porch, it's some type of wood, and the support columns of our carport because they are also wood. I'm just gonna swing you around here with me so you can see our support column. We lived here 12 years. Brick, not wood, brick. How many times have I been out here? How many times have I looked at them? Brick. Joseph gives me a hard time because I do stuff like that a lot. We might still be able to use them on there, but I was just like, oh wait, I was gonna hang those things on the wood there that's not wood. Oh well.
Can I show?
Because we promised honesty on this channel, I'm gonna show you this. It's as far as we got. We've used 3 shovels. And
1.5.
yeah, Joseph said the second shovel he was using is almost broken. We used a weed whacker on it. Well, Joseph did. And like, it's impenetrable. Like, you can kind of get it going, but Joseph said that it's got like this really, like, the dirt's like really hard to get into. So we're trying to look for different tools or something. So
I think we might go buy a digging bar. I Googled and I saw a post on Reddit where people were like, get a digging bar,
Okay.
which is like a solid steel, really long, narrow looking shovel. That's what the internet said.
Yeah. So we might try that, but the point of this is that's as far as we're getting on this today. So
Yep.
we're doing other stuff.
And it's raining.
Yeah. You may know by now that I have a tendency towards side quests, but I'm trying during this season to keep my side quests within my kind of main interest right now. So I was listening to this podcast the other day. It was a permaculture podcast, I believe. And someone mentioned something about the best way to handle invasive species of plants is to use them. So his recommendation was weaving with ivy. So I've already started pulling the ivy. Whee! There's my pile. And I've started watching videos. So I'm going to get as much as I can. I'm trying to leave our blackberries there. But I'm trying to pull as much as I can. I've been getting, that pile is all from stuff that was right under here. And then I'm going to try to pull, I'm hoping I'll get some long pieces pulling from along this fence. I'll keep you guys updated because I'm really curious how long I'll stick with this. If I'll actually make a basket or if I'll get bored and move on. Because it goes all the way along this fence. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I feel like it could go on and on and on and on. It's one of those days where we kind of did some things that we thought we were going to do, and then we kind of did, you know, it's one of those days. So Joseph and I are getting ready because it is our anniversary. Our sweet, sweet friends have the boys for the evening, and we're going to go out to dinner. So I think we might do a little video just about what we've learned in 15 years of marriage. Or maybe we won't do that. I don't know. Guess we'll see. Whether there's a video or not. Please know, God made you in his image for a purpose, and you are so very loved.